to that because the Timberwolves officially closed out the Warriors last night in 5 games. And, when we were talking about this series last week, I was the only one who picked the Timberwolves to win the series. You and Kevin, if I remember correctly, both had the Warriors in 7, and it's because we expected the Warriors to win at least one more game, get Steph back game 6, then maybe Steph goes nuclear in game 7 like he did to the Kings a couple years ago in the first round, dropping a 50-piece. Unfortunately for the Warriors, for fans in the Bay Area, my girlfriend's entire family, they're all Warriors fans. They were all very optimistic, hoping that Steph would come back, and he never got the opportunity. And so, Jaevon, just what are your thoughts on the Timberwolves and Warriors series, especially considering that since we last spoke here on the podcast, Timberwolves won 4 straight?
Yeah, I mean, the injury bug bites the Warriors once again. I think were the Warriors win? I think they were winning that entire game, and I think Steph had like 13 points in 13 minutes, so he was cooking.
That was going to be a legendary game.
He was cooking. So I mean, Steph is one of the greatest players of all time, greatest shooter of all time. He's going to change the whole entire dynamic of a series. And obviously, when he went down, this team currently constructed is not built for Jimmy Butler to carry them like Miami, who built around Jimmy Butler, carried them to 2 finals appearances. This is not – Warriors fans were kind of hoping that's what that would have been. Jimmy Buckets, playoff Jimmy. And so it was funny to see on the good old X app that all the Warrior fans and Laker fans were going at each other because they were like, oh, you're saying this, that, and the third, and then Steph goes on, and blah, blah, blah. So I thought that was funny. But nonetheless, Anthony Edwards is one of the stars of this league. He has been out of this world. Julius Randle has been playing lights out. That dynamic of Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards, a lot of people were kind of questioning early on in the season because it kind of takes time for them to mold their game together, because you could argue that their styles do clash, like they both need the ball in their hands. But I think come playoff time, so you got to give credit to Coach Finch that
yeah, Jaevon, we're gonna toss it right back to Jaevon.
I don't know if that was me. I was confused.
It was me.
No, yeah.
Jaevon
sounds like you're good now that they cleared their way out. So please finish your thoughts, and apologies to the listeners for the ambulance in the background. That's the one downside to getting the fresh air. But Jaevon, please.
One downside to the fresh air. But I mean, just going back to it, I think Anthony Edwards, we've seen him both of these playoffs, like he's taken out, I don't know if you would count this, but he's taken out guys like LeBron, Kevin Durant, Nikola Jokic. I don't know if you count the Steph Curry element because they didn't really play against each other like that because Steph got hurt in the first game. So now he's in the Western Conference Finals again. This is second year in a row. Can the Wolves get to a finals? If the Wolves get to the finals, can they win it? I think anything is possible.
Wes says yes.
Wes believes, he's 1,000% on this trend. I think if
Wolves back.
Stranger things have happened, Kevin. We understand that the favorite to win that Nuggets Thunder series is obviously the Thunder. Thunder don't have any Western Conference experience. Anthony Edwards does. So I feel like anything can happen if that would be the potential series that we would see. But this Timberwolves team is scary as long as 5 is suiting up every single day.
Kevin, obviously, the West that we always allude to for the new listeners is none other than your friend Wesley, who is a diehard Minnesota fan, diehard Timberwolves fan, and he was back in the Stats Over Politics comments last night, but understandably so, as the Timberwolves are moving on to the conference semifinals. Putting aside your friendship with Wes, just what were your thoughts on this series? As I said to Jaevon, the last time that we spoke, the Timberwolves have won 4 straight, and also the fact that you and Jaevon both had the Warriors winning this series in 7 after game 1.
They got lucky as fuck. they got away with highway robbery. We saw what happened when Steph Curry was on the court and they lost. Now that they got gift wrapped, a trip to the Western Conference Finals for the second year in a row. I definitely give their run last year a lot more credit. Without Steph Curry, this team was dismantled. And I know people are going to say, oh, they had playoff Jimmy. When last time we referred to Jimmy Butler as playoff Jimmy, he was 32 years old. He's now 35. And he had a better supporting cast. Draymond Green is ass. Porzingis or Pods is not good. Kuminga's not good. Looney's not good. Gary Payton Jr. is not good. This team had no chance. And their chance of going to the Western Conference Finals went down at 13 minutes in the first quarter when Steph Curry went hurt because this team had no life, had no pulse. So it's sad to see. This might be the last time we kind of see Steph Curry on a contending team because he's going to be a guy that's a lifer. But they don't. Is anyone going to really make a trade for Jimmy Butler? No one's going to trade for Draymond Green. The rumors came out they're trying to sign and trade Jonathan Kuminga, but even doing that isn't going to bring you anything. Buddy Hield's a roller coaster of a player. So they definitely got a cakewalk to the Western Conference Finals. Very similar to the Celtics last year run to the finals. Didn't play nobody. Their best players were hurt. So it's easy to make it all the way when you're playing a bunch of backups.
Jaevon, respond.
Is there anything you can say?
I don't know.
So.
I don't think. I don't know, Kevin. Kevin's he has an agenda. he has an agenda. So.
I mean, you guys play the Cavs? Oh, Donovan Mitchell was hurt. Pacers, no Tyrese. I'm just saying, it's easy to beat the backups.
Right on, Kevin.